Hey you guys, what's up? Just wanted to hop on real quick. So I done pinned my hair up already because I was gonna go to bed and I realized I didn't do my video tonight. So I'll tie my hair up afterwards. I didn't want to hop on with a scarf on. However, it is pinned up because I gotta get ready for tomorrow. Which I go to work every day right now. And so it's better to kind of prepare at night than for me to do it in the morning because I lose a lot of time and I gotta kind of get out pretty quickly due to the fact that I don't want to wake up extra early to start getting ready. Nonetheless, about me, just wanted to hop on to talk about some steps to think about when you are preparing to do your real estate. So things that you should think about when you want to start real estate is think about the reasons why you want to invest in a certain neighborhood. So about that is when you start looking, know your exit strategy. Do you want to rent and hold this for long term, or do you want to sell and do you want to fix it and sell it, or do you want like a property's already pretty fixed up? You could buy it for like cheap, you might get a good deal, do something minor and then resell it or rent it. Think about your exit strategy when you do these things. So a lot of times when you looking for like a property, look at something that the value in the area, see what the rents are in the area, what it has been over like a year, then like what it has been over like 3 years. You can sometimes go back a little further to see like how consistent it is. Also, what was the sales? What were people selling their property for within the past, I don't want to say 10 years because that's a long time, but say 3 to 5 years. And what was they selling their property for so that you can get an idea of your exit strategy for that property. But make sure that when you looking at a property, that you want to make sure that the neighborhood is a neighborhood that you feel like you can get a return on interest, or ROI. ROI, so some form of return on interest when you purchase. So you want to kind of purchase low so that you can get a better return. If you can, you want to negotiate. If you can, you want to try to get like 30% off-ish, depending on the property. You do want to have a discount because when you fix it, you want to be able to have some type of return. You'll know how much of a discount you are willing to go, that depending on the person's ability that they wanted to sell. So sometimes some people are eager to sell, they'll sell really low. Sometimes some people are like, yeah, I want to sell, but I'm not that eager. And so they may still push and want to get closer to their number and not negotiate as much. So be mindful of that. Like I said, what is the value in the area? Think about the rents over time or think about the sales over time. Also, another thing to think about, are there jobs in the area? Where you purchase a home, if you find a place where there are jobs in the area, that's good because the local people that may live there, it will want to work there or be able to go to places where they can shop and things like that. So be mindful of that. Then you need to stop touching me. Thank you. I'm sorry, you guys. Also, is it affordable to buy low and fix it and rent it? That's a question that you need to ask yourself. And with the profits, or buy it low, fix it, and sell it for profit. So that's a question you want to kind of ask yourself. Is this house affordable? That I can buy it low, I can fix it and rent it, or I have to do minimum fixing and then I can rent it, or is it affordable where I can buy it low at a reasonable price, fix it and then sell it off, right? So those are questions that you want to ask yourself. And then the third question you want to ask is, when you find a house, know what you want. Let me reread what I wrote down. Give me a second. When you find a house, know what you want to do, but remember your exit strategies, okay? So you're not acting as if it's your house. That's what it was. And it's something that you're living in to decorate. You want to make sure that you don't fall in love completely with this house. That you don't fall in love completely with this house like it's your house that you're decorating that you want to move into. Because this is either a rental property, or if you're going to sell it and you want a high-end sell, then yeah, you want to not still love it, but you want to make sure it's comparable to the houses that are in the neighborhood. You want to look at the pictures. You want to go on the real estate apps, Zillow, Realtor.com. Just I can't think of the Trulia. Like, you want to look at the pictures that other properties in the area have sold for, right? And if you're selling, you want to make the house comparable so that you can get your numbers. If you're renting, you still want to make it comparable so that people will want to rent yours. But if it's not as comparable or not as nice, then you might have to go a little lower, and you may not get the highest rents that other people are getting in the area unless you subsidize renting, and that's a whole nother story. But in the meantime, you want to make sure that the house you find is something that you can kind of make a nice turnaround or a fast enough turnaround, but don't fall in love with it that you're like, oh, I want these kind of floors, I want that, because especially if it's a rental, people will tear your stuff up and you don't want to have to go through that. But if it's a sell, you want to be able to get your money, so you want to kind of make that a little nicer. So think about that. If it's renting or if it's sell, make it comparable to other homes in the area. Right, look at the apps and see what they sold for. You can go back in time and you can see what the area sold for. That's if you want to kind of rent it and or sell it. But you can kind of look at those things and then make a gauge from that. I know my eyes just feel so heavy, but it feels like it's something in them. I'm so sorry, you guys. So you want to gauge from that area. And once you do that, that's the first step. So I didn't want to make it long. I just wanted to get real quick with it. But those are your kind of first steps that you want to look at when you're looking at the property. You want to know, is this, think about the reasons why you're buying it. And is this area a good neighborhood? Is it affordable that I can get a nice return on interest? And it may not be a big return, but can I get something? Can I get a return on this if I purchase this? And then make sure that whatever you do, you know what your strategy is, whether it's rental or if it's a buyout, and look at what's sold or what rented in the area that you can do, right? That's reasonable for your budget. And so that you can kind of keep the momentum going. Because once you complete one, then you're going to want to complete another. Then you're going to complete another. So it becomes like, oh, I got to do this. I just want to do this. And you get excited about it. So that's what I wanted to hop on and give you guys that little tidbit and kind of talk to you about that. I want to say peace, but I got to find a new way to end it, because I was like listening on stuff and I'm finding out with certain hand movements that is related to certain things that are not godly, and I don't want to be associated with that. So if I ever did anything, a hand movement that I realized was not godly and not associated with, my Savior, Lord, and Jesus Christ, I don't want to be associated with it. So I got to keep my hands out of it, which I am a hand talker. And I normally like to say, the same thing at the end, but now I got to find something new to say to you guys. But you guys have a good night. Be blessed. And I will be back again to give you more information on easy steps in getting into real estate. Like, okay? Y'all have a good night. See y'all.
Bye.
Bye.